My name is Peter Wolfgang, and I am the president of Family Institute of Connecticut Action. Thank you, everyone, for coming out here today. We are proud to stand with Norma Contoy and the pro-life group at St. Mary's Church to co-host this event today. We come before you not as partisans of any party or of any candidate, not as Catholics, Protestants, or Jews, not as black, white, or Hispanic, not as male or female. We come before you today as Americans, all of us. We are here today because our religious liberties under the First Amendment are under terrible threat. You see it in the signs, in the crowd. We are here today because of a specific threat to our freedom, our beliefs, a thing called the HHS mandate. And by now you all know what the HHS mandate stands for. The HHS mandate, for the first time in American history, the federal government is going to force all of us, through our insurance premiums, through our employers, to provide and pay for abortion-inducing drugs, contraceptives, and sterilizations, even if it violates our conscience. Is that right? No. We are here today from all parties, Democrat, Republican. We are here today to stand against that. Now, this is now the fourth time that Family Institute of Connecticut Action has joined with other groups to co-host this rally. Do we have any water? To co-host these rallies. This is the fourth time that we've done this. Let's pick up where we left off at the June 8th rally. We did this. Thank you so much. Excuse me a moment. We last rallied on June 8th. Are you ready for this? At the very moment that we were rallying here, this last religious liberty rally that we had, there was some committee, some advisory committee in some back office in Hartford, Connecticut, at the very moment that we were all rallying here against the HHS mandate, this committee decided that abortion, surgical abortion, would be included as an essential health benefit when Obamacare is implemented in Connecticut, that we would all have to pay for, that all insurance companies in Connecticut would be mandated to pay for. Is that right? No. Here's the good news. We stopped them. We had it removed. And that's what this rally is about. Without people like you coming to the rallies, the administration would continue to roll over our rights without pausing. But these events do matter. Don't ever think that your time here is not well spent. There's a reason why we've done this 4 times in 1 year. These events do matter. Your participation does matter. On June 8th, the very day we met at the beginning of the summer, the state committee that implemented that HHS mandate concluded that abortion was an essential health benefit and must be included in every policy. An outrage! Isn't that an outrage? But because of people speaking out and gathering like this, gathering like all of you here today, we defeated it. We can do it again! Now, who's we? When I say we, what do I mean? Well, we the people. And you know, if you want to know who the we is, sometimes you can answer that question by looking at some of our foes, some of the people that would like to impose this mandate violating our religious liberty. Take Chris Murphy, for example. Chris Murphy mentioned me by name in a recent debate, called me the head of the state's leading anti-choice group. His website calls me by name the state's top anti-choice extremist. Chris Murphy had a conference call with Connecticut reporters. He and, get this, the national head of Planned Parenthood Action something, you know, the political arm of Planned Parenthood. No, it wasn't NARAL. It wasn't NAHAL. It was Planned Parenthood's Action Fund. She and Chris Murphy, the national head of Planned Parenthood Action Fund, had a conference call with Connecticut reporters. In the course of this call, Chris Murphy called me by name. He said, "No one fights harder to strip a woman's right to choose than Peter Wolfgang." Here's my personal favorite. This is on the Connecticut Democratic Party's Facebook. They made a reference to me recently. They called me the head of the state's largest and most powerful anti-equality, anti-choice organization. Now, when they say anti-equality, they mean pro-family. When they say anti-choice, they mean pro-life. And when they say organization, they mean all of you. They mean the Family Institute of Connecticut and all of you. All of us together are the state's most powerful, largest pro-life and pro-family organization, and we will stand up for our religious liberty. And boy, I'll tell you, I'm not kidding. It was the Connecticut Democratic Party that said this, but I'm not kidding when I tell you that this is not a Democratic or Republican thing. This is not even, of course, all of us are motivated out of our pro-life convictions to stand against the HHS mandate, but believe it or not, this is not even a pro-life or pro-abortion thing. Even pro-abortionists agree with us, many of them, that the HHS mandate goes too far, that it's a violation of our beliefs. Some of you may remember a former congresswoman of the state of Connecticut, Nancy Johnson. Anyone remember Nancy Johnson? Now, and this goes to the fact that we're not pushing one party over another here. Nancy Johnson is a Republican, one of the most pro-abortion Republicans that you could possibly imagine. When she was in Congress, not only did she not support the ban on partial birth abortion, Nancy Johnson actually voted against the Born Alive Infant Protection Act, which protects the life of a child accidentally born as a result of a botched abortion. You can't get more pro-abortion than Nancy Johnson. Even Nancy Johnson wrote a column in the Hartford Courant against the HHS mandate for something called the Blunt Amendment that would repeal the HHS mandate. Listen to this first paragraph. This was in the Hartford Courant on October 5th. The most demanding responsibility of a member of Congress, in my experience, was to remain open to the extraordinary diversity of opinion among my constituents and my colleagues. And of course, we can debate how open Nancy really was. But it's these next lines that are important. It's hard and demands profound respect for those with whom you disagree, sometimes deeply. But it is the only way to govern in a free society. Are they governing properly in a free society when they impose this mandate on our religious liberties? No. It's tyranny, absolutely. That's what we're all standing for today. And as you saw with our June 8th rally, with that abortion mandate in Connecticut that we stopped, we can stand against this. We can stand against the HHS mandate. Now how? Well, you'll be hearing from some other speakers, but I will tell you this. Family Institute of Connecticut is running sign-up sheets through the audience right now. You need to sign up with us. We are going to be telling you who the good people are that you want to support, who the bad people are that you want to oppose in these great issues of this day during this pivotal year of 2012. We will tell you in the next month or so where your energies can make the most difference. These next few weeks are absolutely critical to protecting our religious liberty. I'm going to stop right there. We have other speakers that are coming up. We have Father Looney already spoke. Wayne Winsley is on his way. He may already be here. We're also going to have Tom Davis and Nicole Peck.